on earth did I do? What happened? I mean, sometimes we confuse ourselves. We're sitting at the board and well, mine simultaneously, the bad thought wins.
Yeah, it's really sad because he was defending so well for so long, and then just one blunder and it's over.
And he could 7, which really is a weak knight. That could have been
correct option play.
Beautifully placed on the f4 square. Well, we had looked at knight f4, queen b5.
Yeah, I think queen b5 is very logical. Keep b7 and check, stop knight d3 so that you never have to calculate it. It's just a very, very natural square.
And push him, baby.
Yeah, d5, d6, d7 is a very big threat. And honestly, I kind of hate this narrative. I really dislike, psychoanalysis by the user peak, as they used to call it in the old country. But it seems like the first time somebody forced Ding to play a full 4.5-hour game, at some point it just got to him.
Right. Like staring contest, he blinked first. He was the one who played e5 takes d4, opened up the center. And that was a disastrous decision. I mean, sometimes we just ask ourselves, what on earth was I thinking? And he knows it. I mean,
Alireza came in with a great strategy today to have a very long game. Don't trade pieces. Do not let him simplify and make it draw.
Exactly.
Put him in time trouble and hope for a mistake.
Exactly. Let him use as much of his clock as we can, and he will, under the pressure of the ticking clock, force a move, and it will be a win.
Exactly what happened.
He's played queen b5, and again, I mean,
I think we're going to see g4, right? He has to try something.
g4, knight h4?
g4, knight h4, your position continues collapsing. It's really not an improvement.
More things go wrong.
Well, he has to try something.
Exactly. Okay, g4 is, you've got to
I think he's also interested in wrapping this up as quickly as possible. He knows he's lost. He doesn't want to sit there and lose for another hour and a half.
Right.
I think, and this is kind of reminiscent of that thing that Ding missed against Wesley. You can't just start with HG. HG actually thought that the pawn on g4 is hanging. I'm opening up the h file, but I think I'm opening it up for myself, not for my opponent. Just take, play knight h4.
I guess queen g5?
g3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So queen to g5, and now
the simplest,
that
I think, is just g2, g3 here.
Yeah.
And I will be taking on g4 in short order, I think. I think it's just folding.
Knight h3, king g2, and as you say, who's going to exploit the open h file? Well,
probably white. Yeah, probably white.
Oh.
The way things change so quickly, I'm just all in shock.
Yeah, exactly. And it's tough to see. Ding Liren, who we know is, well, not just the world champion, but a great, great player, suffering this moment. He really let a decent position go away. Wow. And he's got a world championship match. I mean, it's not good for the confidence.
Of course, but before that, I think he's also playing the Olympiad, so he'll have another.
And then
tournament.
he'll win some games in the Olympiad. That's for sure, and that will bring him at least some measure of respite.
Right.
And by the way, I'm on fire today. I guessed another father's milk.
Well, let's jump there. And
nothing has changed. Just one move, but
well, okay. But again, for those of you who are joining us late, we are witnessing a similar movie that took place in 2022. Alireza came in 2022 to St. Louis. He played in the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. He smoked the competition. He won the Sinquefield Cup. He won the Grand Chess Tour. He left $300,000 richer, and he's loved St. Toulouse ever since. Well, guess what? He's won the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz.
He's leading the Sinquefield Cup.
Coming into this round, but he's got a victory.
And he's leading the GC Tour.
And he's leading the GC Tour. So he might be repeating the same movie that we saw in 2022. Queen g5, just as you predicted, Peter.
Yeah.
G2, g3, the most
G3 is
natural.
good, knightef5 is also completely winning. It's difficult to go, you kind of need to drop a piece somewhere here for the evaluation to change significantly. which is unlikely to happen here.
But G2, G3 is so suggestive because G3, King G2, Rook H1. You're going to take this pawn on G4. Clock times, Nasi?
30 minutes for Alireza and 6
minutes.
for Ding. Ding did blitz out a couple of moves, so he gained a little bit of time, but his position is now just lost. So
Definitely 2 extra pawns for Alireza and the compensation. He is going to be the one on the attack after G3 and King G2.
I like knight e2 f5 just to have rook e7 available next move.
Yeah, I think
That's very compelling, isn't it?
by this point it's a matter of taste, I think, what you play here.
Right? Rook E7. And any trades are just going to be very
Happy
helpful,
to take
huh?
with the queen, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping you will take my queen.
He played...
Yeah, he's gone knight e5.
Okay, liked your move. You are on fire. What's going on? Second here.
I've been watching these players for 2 weeks now, so...
It's rubbing off.
yeah.
Osmosis is working. Here we go. Knight E3 to F5.
Knight takes, yeah,
F5.
he'll take with the queen. I think Ding, if he doesn't want to resign, will take queen takes f5 and go king g6, but really, you don't really
Play
have
too much longer.
too many drawing chances in an endgame like this. You can win it in any kind of way. Knight e7, d5, d6 kind of comes to mind, but other options I'm sure exist as well. Something like knight e3 followed by g3 is also extremely discouraging for black.
True that. Although, as Nasi was saying, she kind of liked having the open line. Maybe there's nothing wrong with keeping the line open.
Absolutely,
for,
yeah.
For just that brief moment.
Knight d5, though.
Yeah, I kind of
Right.
wanted to deny the blockade.
That is annoying,
Very
you know?
Still completely winning, of course,
Yeah.
but
Of
yeah, I
course.
didn't really want to give black this beautiful square.
A good point. Good point. I want to argue that. Again, nothing wrong with knight F5. G2, G3.
He took with the queen.
Was there? Was
Knight
there
h3, and then I guess king g2 f5.
F5.
And
Okay.
Without
Okay.
There is no threat, so you could absolutely have done that. It's really
Okay.
not a
Without
problem.
queens is 0-0 risk for white, and
I will definitely grant you that. 0-0 risk. Yeah.
The risk
Queen-
of 0-0 is 0 here. And yeah,
Annihilation.
I'll see myself out. I'll see myself out.
White has 0-0 risk. And the annihilation will continue, as Peter says, until morale improves. I like what you were just saying there, Peter. After knight takes king g6, there was something about knight e7 and d5,
D5,
d6.
d6.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Yikes. I mean, ouch. That could wrap things
Seems to
up in
be.
a hurry.
Seems to be doing the job. Oh, you also have rook e7 check, by the way, right now, which might be even stronger than everything we mentioned, right?
That's a beautiful
The
internal
reason
zone.
knight takes f5 hasn't been played yet is that we can throw in rook e7 check if we wanted to.
I want to.
Which we probably do, yeah.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
mean,
we probably do.
Excuse
Rook
me.
f7?
Takes,
King
take on
G8.
f5, and go
do we
g5,
want to check?
d6.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
There
Two
is.
extra pawns.
Whoa. Why two?
Yeah, we could go
with
for
3,
3 as
knight
well,
h6.
yeah.
Yeah.
We could absolutely go for a third.
Yep. I mean, it worked for Nordebek. Rook e7. He went for all the pawns, and he was rewarded with a victory. Those of you joining us late, Wesley So went down.
Looks like we headed above 20%, folks.
That's remarkable. We've been so consistent
Yeah.
into this time. It took us round 7.
You know, players are getting tired, so more slip-ups can happen.
Rook e7.
King h6,
Lovely
now we
move.
take, and king g5, we go knight e3, I guess.
Exactly.
And rook g7 is also a threat now, to go with d5, d6, to
Like
go
that
with everything else.
Exclamation point up to knight f5.
Yeah.
I see it on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the algo is laughing at us there
Right.
a little bit.
Although I have to confess, when I was a kid and I was annotating my games, queen takes d8 check, and there's only one legal move. king takes d8, and I would put an exclamation mark. It was the best move in the position, Nancy. What am I supposed to do?
If you don't praise yourself, who's going to praise you?
Thank you. That's what it's all about. King g5. We do anticipate knight e3. There's likely to be other moves here, but knight e3 does threaten rook g7. Soon, the d-pawn is going to make itself felt, and those 2 extra pawns are more than sufficient.
Absolutely, yes. We have 2 extra pawns, great position. Rook on the 7th already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Only some vague threats, maybe on a good day. It's the funniest thing, but I must score, and I'm not joking, like 10 points in Puzzle Rush to these tactics where I get this particular mating pattern, right? It's sort of like, if I know this mating pattern, I'm good for 10 on the Puzzle Rush. They really like that mating pattern, that algo rhythm.
Doesn't happen that often in real games.
No. Yeah. I've probably played it like...
We had a very beautiful game early in the tournament where this was very much a feature of a variation we were showing. In the game between Wesley and Nepo, there was this bishop takes h7, king takes h7, knight takes d5 tactic, which was very heavily based on this mate.
Right.
Very useful for our viewers who are getting this information completely blindfolded and with no point of reference. But trust me, I am not lying about this.
Right. Look up those wonderful...
King g6.
Wonderful moments.
Makes a difference. Or check.
Yeah, it does give the option.
Is the king almost mated?
Yes.
Very close to, yeah.
Yes.
Very close to it.
The only reason I wouldn't go in that direction is because king g5, g3, once again, we are giving the knight a potential outpost.
King g5, rook g7?
I beg your pardon?
Knight h4 is significantly
king
stronger
g5,
than knight
rook
e3.
g7.
Both moves are winning.
Knight h4, 5, king g5, rook g7.
He resigned after.
He did not want to see anymore.
Congrats to Alireza. What a win.
Yeah, he will be a point clear of the field, by the way, with 2 rounds to go.
Wow.
A full point clear of the field.
That may have mathematically just secured him the Grand Chess Tour, as you mentioned, Peter. It may not secure